Hello everyone, this is Mandeep Singh. Today we are going to discuss about for loop in Java. So, like other programming language, for loop is similar in Java as well. Why we are using for loop? So, for loop is used to iterate a set of statement or a program in a in our program. Okay. So when we will use for loop instead of other loops like while or do while. So when we know the number of repetition upfront, that cases we will use loop for loop. Now we will see the syntax of a for loop. Before seeing syntax, we will use a flow diagram of for loop. For loop. So let's quickly. So in flow diagram, first we are having an initialization block where we will initialize a variable which will control our for loop. Once initialization will happen, then control will go to conditions. Condition check. This condition check is very much important to decide in for loop because it will only ensure up to when our for loop will run. So if condition is true, then our control will go into body of a for loop. Then it will execute the body of a loop. In loop, either it will be a print statement or any kind of logic we want to execute, whatever it is. So once the body of loop is executed, then control will increment or decrement the variable that we have initialized in initialization block. This increment and decrement will depend on our logic. Then again it will go to condition check. Condition will be evaluated. If it is true, then this circle will be continuing until unless our condition will not get false. Once it gets false, our for loop will end here. Now we will see the syntax of this for loop. So how we can convert this for flow diagram into the syntax. Yeah. So this is the syntax of a for loop. We'll see the execution flow, how this flow will go in this for loop. So first our control will go to initialization block. So this is one time step initialization. Once initialization has done, then we will evaluate a condition. If condition is true, then body of loop will be executed and again control will go to increment and decrement it. Again with the updated value of variable, this condition will be evaluated. Again, if it is true, then this circle will keep on running until unless this condition will not get false. So once this condition will get false, so our control will come out of the for loop. So see, if our condition will be false, then our flow will come out of the for loop. Our program will not terminate here. Our program will terminate once all the statements of our program will execute. But here, control will just come out of our for loop. There are a lot of variation in this for loop syntax that we will see later point of time when we will get little comfortable with our programming. Our first program will be to print a digit between 1 to 10. So to work on any program related to for loop, we need to find out the two things, starting point and ending point. Or in another sense, we can say a range of a loop. In some of the program, this range will be very obvious, like in this program. But real-time scenario, it will be very difficult to find out this range. And many of the times we need to drive this range manually. So in this case, to find out the range, we will first print the output. So we need an output from 1 to 10, as we can see in our screen. If you observe here, 1 will be the starting point and 10 will be the ending point of our loop. So based on this findings, we will try to write a program. For writing a program, first we will be having a initialization. We are taking a variable I. So initial point is 1, following by a condition check. So what is the condition will be? I should be less than or equal to 10. Then only it will print up to 10. what will be the increment value for this one? If we observe here how output is going on, 1 2 3 4, it means plus 1 increment is happening here. So what we need to write here, I plus plus, or I is equal to I plus 1. And then we need to start the body of the loop, and SOUT stand for system.out.println, and we will print I. Now we will see how this program will be executed with the help of memory diagram. As this I is a local variable, it will get memory in stack area. So what will be the initial value of I? It will be 1. So first initialization will happen. This is a one time step. It will go to condition check. 1 is less than is equal to 10. Yes. Control will come inside the loop and it will print the value of I, that is 1. Then control will go to increment variable. It will increment the value of I. It becomes 2. 2 is less than is equal to 10. Condition true. It will print 2 here. This cycle will goes on. Once our program will reach at 9, means counter will reach at 9, again it will go to increment variable condition. Now I value become 10. 10 is less than equal to 10. True, although it is not less than, but it is equal to 10. Condition true. Body of the loop will executed and it will print 10. Again value of I will be incremented and it become 11. 11 is less than is equal to 10. False. Condition is not satisfied, so our control will come out of the for loop. So our final output will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. That is our desired output. I hope you people are able to understand this basic program.